Hi Libra, and welcome to your November general message. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. These are going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs, Mars, and North Node placements. I'm highly suggesting all the signs to watch for their North Node, given that we are still post-eclipse, right? We are still kind of festering in this eclipse energy where the lunar nodes are being activated. Especially in October, I feel like it was a very heated month due to the lunar nodes shifting, right? Out of Taurus, Scorpio, and into Aries, North Node, Libra, South Node. So Libra, I'm sure you've been feeling this. With Libra in the South Node, and for all people that have heavy aspects to Libra and placements, you are being called into something so much greater than you probably have ever known before. And it can be a bit challenging, right? Because the South Node in Libra, it's a lot around our past, right? And sometimes the past can bring up a lot of triggers and wounds. And we as humans can sometimes suppress or put that stuff away on the shelf. And the South Node does kind of talk about that. You know, it's about being complacent or kind of sticking to a routine or what feels good, right? I don't know if you've ever heard of the term trauma bonding, but most humans have done this to some extent, you know? When something becomes so familiar, especially if you grew up in a toxic situation, right? Having maybe unhealthy family issues, or even partnerships as you've grown, dating different people. You know, we all experience some level of trauma living here on planet Earth, especially right now. We're witnessing the crumbling of this outdated structure, right? And we're going to talk about Saturn and what that means as well. But we're witnessing a lot of this ancestral trauma, which is the South Node, right? And how it's bleeding out into society, into our culture, into our practices, into our belief systems, etc. And there's this dismantling, and it's a process. And it's happening on a personal level, like a micro level, and a macro level. So, especially during an eclipse month and post-eclipse month, November, again, it's heightened. So take this into consideration. And it's very important, Libra, for you to also understand how far you've come, right? Don't give up. I want you to take a moment, if you could take anything from this reading, to reflect on all of the growth and development, big or small, that you have surpassed, right? What are the things that you have done for yourself? Naturally, going into a new calendar year, right? We're wrapping up 2023. It is also just a great time to reflect on those things. And I think for you, you have a loving dose of energy that's kind of being very supportive and assisting you in this process, okay, of honoring yourself. And for some Libras, that might be easier said than done. And for others, maybe you are on your spiritual journey where you have gotten to a place where that's become pretty easy, right? You're making space and time for yourself. With Venus in Libra, which occurred on November 9th, you're going to be having this little boost from Venus. Venus talks about a lot of different things. And if you look back to, you know, the last 4 months and you look back to the readings that I've done, we talked a lot about Venus. Venus retrograde, you know, we had this Venusian energy during October with the Libra solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse in Taurus, which are both ruled by Venus. So it's been a heavy dose of Venusian energy, which I feel like we are needing. This nourishment is what I think of Venusian energy. Self-care, how we talk to ourselves, right? Self-talk. Again, the message coming up for you is honoring your path and also making sure that you take a moment again to reflect on all that you've accomplished, kind of giving yourself a pat on the back, right? Venus also talks about beauty, art, creativity, finding ways to process your grief, your anger, your sadness, right? Your happiness, all these emotions that we feel being human, through creative expression, dance, movement. It also talks about money, right? So Venus in Libra, it's a very lovely energy. So there's this warm hug, this warm embrace that you're going to be feeling over the next month and a half. We have this new moon in Scorpio that's occurring as of today, and that's happening in your second house. I do sense for most Libras, again, this is a general reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, that with Venus in Libra and then you have this new moon in your second house, there could be some sudden income, right? Maybe you are finding ways to make money through a creative outlet even. But I do think that Venus in Libra is going to be, again, giving you a little boost, especially when it comes to money on this new moon in Scorpio. Thinking of creative ways to gain in some way. The second house also talks about safety and creating safety, right? And also how we use our resources, the things that we have around us, right? It's Taurus energy. It's what you have. And putting what you have, again, also the knowledge, the wisdom that you've gained thus far, wherever you are on your spiritual journey and your spiritual practices, and applying them. November is all about application, right? And integration from these eclipses. We also, I didn't mention, which I'll be doing a separate reading on Saturn going direct and also Saturn going into Pisces. It's been accentuating for you the fifth house, which again is this creative energy, feeling inspired, feeling motivated. I feel like most Libras are, again, tapping into this creative energy that maybe they didn't know that they had prior. I feel a lot of sense of flow and ease and grace. And if you're not feeling that, it's important for you, I see the health card here, to also get some sleep, rest, eat well, eat healthy, get yourself in alignment. On the 27th, we have a full moon in Gemini, and that's going to be in your 9th house. Again, another beautiful energy to expand, right? The 9th house is all about expansion. It's Jupiter, right? It's this Sagittarius energy. It's gaining access to spiritual knowledge and wisdom, higher levels of education, training, deepening a skill, deepening understanding of maybe some conflict that you've been experiencing. And I feel, again, like this warm hug from Venus that's helping you at this time. And this can also talk about love and relationships, right? If you are struggling in a relationship, whatever that might look like for you, this Venusian energy, it kind of soothes the wound, is what I'm hearing. Applying grace and ease into your life. Ooh, and forgiveness. These are some of the main soul lessons that you're learning, Libra, at this time. You're learning how to forgive. That Venusian energy is very forgiving, right? I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, right? Because Venusian energy is love. It's the goddess of love and beauty. So in that process, to gain access to love, we have to move past this bitterness and this resentment and holding on to things, right? There's a lot about flow, receptivity, and surrender in this feminine energy. And it takes you stepping out of fear and doubt as well. Believing in yourself. I feel like, again, you're getting some sort of boost, some inspiration here. A lot of planets are aspiring to help you at this time, Libra, especially to forgive. All right, let's pull from the Fairies Oracle. I just got this deck recently. I am loving it. I am learning it. We're going to read a couple sentences from the book, and we're going to get a clear vision for you for the month of November. What is the Oracle messages for the Libra collective? What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see for their highest and greatest of good? We have here number 13, which breaks down to a 4. This also talks about foundation, right? 4s in general. It's Cancerian energy. You might have Cancer in your chart. I think of the home, right? The 4th house. So this is solace. That beautiful fiery energy. Solace. Knowledge. 9th house. This is kind of that 9th house energy that you're feeling on the full moon. Consciousness, synthesis, spiritual empowerment. And it does kind of remind me of Sagittarius energy because it's the fire element. You might have Sagittarius in your chart or dealing with a Sagittarius. Solace stands midway between the realm of the singers and that of manifest reality. The realms of fairy, this world, and other realms and dimensions. The singers dwell in a cosmos without boundaries or differentiations. But we and the fairies live in worlds where there are limitations to overcome and boundaries to identify and expand, which helps us to grow. When we don't know what we need to do or who to turn to, Solace will help us if we ask. To an Oracle group member, Solace said, "Allow the surface noise to fade. I am here waiting." So this is wise counsel. And this could be someone external from you, right? It could be a Sagittarius that is helping you and assisting you, a mentor of sorts. But it requires you, again, to be still, quiet the mind. I'm getting more that this is kind of a guide, maybe a spiritual guide that you have, Libra. Maybe you are not even aware that you have it. Maybe you've gained access with this 9th house influence to another guide. It's this energy, Solace, encourages us to stand on our own feet, to recognize and utilize our own wisdom, to depend on our own strength, and to acknowledge and work with our own good qualities, using them as stepping stones to improve the less good. So it seems as though, again, this eclipse energy, this Venusian energy, like I said, I feel like you have this assistance, this boost, this leg up, right? And it's empowering you in some way this month. Beautiful to see that for you. And what's even more interesting is I talk about Sagittarius, right? And Sagittarius is the archer. And it says here, with faith in the human spirit, Solace sees us as arrows fired from a bow, choosing our own directions and soaring into undreamed of heights, empowered by trust in the creative life force. Being inspired. Wow, this is very much the Sagittarian energy. I feel like if this energy hasn't come in for you, that the full moon on the 27th, there's going to be this epiphany, I feel, for you if you haven't gotten it already. All right, let's pull some tarot for you, Libra. Beautiful. A lot of orange here showing up. We have the orange showing up here, so that's the sacral. Also the solar. You might benefit from wearing something orange or dealing with like carnelian is what I'm hearing. All right, let's see. Oh, Queen of Cups just popped out there. What do we have for the Libra collective? What is it that they need to know for the month of November? What is it that they need to see? Believing in yourself. I'm getting a song. It's I believe it's and to be yourself is all you have to do. I forget, it's like an Audioslave song. Be yourself. I'm gonna have to link it in the description box. Be yourself, I think it's called, by Audioslave, or yeah, Audioslave, I believe. Be yourself is the message here I'm getting. What else for Libra? What is it that they need to see? Ooh, beautiful. What else? One more card here for the Libra collective. Okay. You have been doing some major healing work. Yeah, I feel like this eclipse, we had the solar eclipse at the beginning of October. And again, the South Node in Libra, it's a spotlight effect. And again, there's this finality. And again, every Libra is a bit different, right? We're all on our own unique journeys at our own unique pace, and we have to honor that. But again, this is a general reading, and from what I'm sensing, the Libras that are connecting in with this reading, you have gained access to this new space that is more free, more liberating. 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups in reverse. It's taking you a lot of forgiveness, a lot of forgiveness. And again, tapping in and tuning into your guides and knowing that the power is within, especially with this 9 of Cups here. This is all about self-mastery. And that's that 9th house again, being accentuated for you. Being resourceful, Ace of Pentacles. We talked about that. Yeah, like that second house, the new moon in Scorpio in your second house is maybe some sudden wealth, some money coming in for you. With the Ace of Pentacles here, very much so. You could also, with this strength in reverse, you could be dealing with a Leo. Maybe for some, there is a Leo that you are detaching from in some way. Or if this is you, what I'm sensing is that you, Libra, are befriending the beast. You are coming to terms with some of the shadow aspects of what makes you you, right? Integration of the shadow with the strength in reverse. Understanding the triumphs and tribulations that you have been through and how it has elevated you. You've grown from this. You've gained some wisdom, right? We saw that in the Solace card. Spiritual empowerment. There's also a water sign here. You might have water or dealing with a water sign. The Knight of Cups, I do want to clarify, who is this Knight of Cups for Libra? Who is this Knight of Cups? Who is this Knight of Cups? Ooh, King of Cups, Ace of Swords. There's that Queen of Cups again. We did see this Queen of Cups before, so it seems as though this is kind of wrapping into a love reading for you, Libra. I do sense that there is this divine pair here. Look at that water energy. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. This is a true pair. Beautiful to see this, but I have to say the energy around it, it's feeling as though in the month of November, there is something that you are working through with this person. I do feel like your hearts are in alignment. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of admiration for each other. But with that 4 of Cups strength, there might be someone that has Leo in their chart and water. Heavy water and Leo is what I'm seeing here. That they're battling some of their own demons. Right? They are not opening up completely about what it is that they want, right? 10 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Not fully being vulnerable, right? This could be you or the other person. We're going to pull some love oracles because this is turning into a love reading. If this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to pull some love oracles here. And then we're going to take this over to the Patreon channel for the love extended message. You can find me over there. Just know that once you are a Patreon member, you get 20% off all private readings. All right, let's see. How is this love interest of Libras viewing them currently? Yeah, they're the ones that are kind of in this Four of Cups energy, feeling hopeless, maybe rejected. Maybe they feel that you have moved on from them, right? And you're moving more into this Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, which is, I would say, moving in a very positive direction. But someone might be feeling a bit bitter. There's a lot of clarity, though, it seems, this month. I feel like the Libra that I'm connecting with, you know, this person and you realize maybe something in the past was not working, right? And in order for this to continue on this journey, on this path to the Ten of Cups, people need to be honest, vulnerable, open, speaking their truth, right? Not staying stuck in this Four of Swords for too long, of just kind of staying silent, complacent, and staying more in this lower frequency of feeling hopeless. They have to do something, is what I'm hearing. Maybe this person, again, has lost some motivation. They feel that one day maybe you two can come together, but there's something about you that maybe is a bit intimidating to them because you have stepped into your truth here with the Nine of Cups. There's so much love here, though, and there's a deep love for you, intimacy showing up here. But for some reason, they feel hopeless. What is this? Please show me what I need to see for Libra's love interest. How is Libra's love interest viewing them at this time? They see that you have some boundaries. Yeah. You're drawing the line on something. You know, you could be still in a relationship with this person, especially with the King and Queen of Cups. You are just potentially dealing with some issues within the relationship. If you are not currently with someone, Libra, just know that this person has a deep, deep love for you. They are just feeling like the boundaries that you've created for yourself and within this relationship, they feel defeated by them at this time. But again, the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, you have to stand true in your boundaries and stand firm is what I'm hearing. Be yourself. Remember that's the AUDIOSLAVE song? Be yourself is all that you can be, all that you can do, Libra. Maybe this person feels that just being themselves is not enough, right? It requires them growing and developing, right? Learning some sort of spiritual lesson. And I think that you've forgiven this, but maybe they haven't forgiven themselves, is what I'm hearing. And also, in the After Tarot, the King of Cups is pouring out their cups, and the Queen of Cups is looking away. So depending on, you know, gender, roles can be reversed in a tarot. I'm sensing that the Libra that I'm connecting with is in more of a self-preservation, right? Holding on to her cup, being a bit more discerning and more tender with your heart, not just letting anyone in, right? Understanding what your Ten of Cups is and holding that vision. And I do sense that this masculine, if you are dealing with a masculine, their emotions are a bit topsy-turvy. Again, it's because I feel like they have to step into this lesson and it's taking them maybe more time to gain access to this. But around the 27th, that ninth house could really be assisting this relationship. Like I said, Venus and Libra is like a warm hug. What else do we have for Libra? In regards to love, what is some advice we have for Libra? Yeah, look at that, adrift, not willing to settle down or be responsible. So I feel like your love interest needs to take accountability. And I do think that they want to, again, they might be like dragging their feet a bit around a certain subject. This requires them to be very intimate with you and vulnerable. And I think that that can be challenging for this person. That you could be dealing with an avoidant partner, especially with that Four of Swords here, and the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups in reverse. And again, this king has their back turned to this queen. We have here blind spot, caught up in the whirlwind. You can't see what's really going on. Ask a trusted friend for advice. Solace here. That trusted friend, I feel like, is a guide. It could be an actual person. Like I said, it could be a Sagittarius. It could just be a friend, someone that's lending you some assistance. But I do feel like the Libra that I'm connecting with, you are gaining a guide. And it allows you to see things from a new perspective, right? Your blind spot. Maybe you haven't had this enlightenment, this awareness. And this is where this Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles is coming in for you. Look at the heart opening. Seeing the truth, feeling the truth. And again, standing firm in your boundaries. All right, let's pull from the Lovers Tarot here. We're going to take this over to the extended. What is the advice here? What else? One more card for Libra before we take this to Patreon in regards to love. Okay, we have karmic relationship on the bottom here. I do sense that this relationship, there is karma in all relationships, really. There's no avoiding karma here on this planet. We all have to face, again, these big spiritual lessons, aka karma. And I do feel like it's triggered both of you to grow and evolve, but I feel like there's one person that is, again, reminiscing, kind of staying stuck in the past with this camera card. And this is requiring you guys to evolve into a new place in order for this love to blossom and bloom. I do sense that there's going to be some expression of love. Again, Venus is assisting you in regards to a lot of arenas of your life, Libra. A message, thinking of you, letting you know. If this person has been silent here with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, potentially this month there is going to be some sort of offer, or I see like a surrender, white flag, and it's a step in the right direction. Maybe someone is finally seeing their blind spot, right? We saw here where they maybe haven't seen their fault or their flaws, and they are wanting forgiveness. So we're going to take this over to Patreon. If this is where we part, Libra, I'll see you for the December general messages. Bye for now.